What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about why athletes do not get faster. We're going to be talking about some of the mistakes that athletes make with their running form and then giving you some great drills to correct those mistakes. Let's get started. Now, the first mistake we're going to be discussing is for all you athletes that tend to run very flat-footed. So if you're naturally a flat-footed person, this drill is going to be great for you to fix like kind of your flat-footedness, or at least start to work through it. And if you're an athlete who runs maybe on the ball of their foot, but when they strike the ground, their heel caves down, that's not an athletic position. Whenever you are running, guys, you want to go from this 90-degree angle, and we're going to talk about some drills with this 90-degree angle in a bit, but when you strike the ground, you want to be on the ball of your foot, and that heel should never cave down and touch the ground. You want to be able to drive right up to your next stride, because the ball of the foot, not your tippy toes, the ball of the foot is the most explosive and most athletic part of your foot. So this drill forces us to have to get on the ball of my feet. So this drill is called a straight-legged run. So it's literally exactly how it sounds. You're gonna have your chest slightly ahead of your waist. You need a starting point line or a starting point cone, and you're gonna be trying to get as many reps in as possible for about 5 to 7 yards. So all you're gonna do is you're not bending your knees, and we're just gonna run. And it's very important that my arms don't go across my body. I need to make sure I breathe on this drill, and I'm moving as fast as possible. So it's just a simple straight-legged run, and we'll show you how it should look full speed in a second, but that forces you to stay on the ball of your foot. If you're flat-footed and you do this on your heels, you can't go anywhere. If your heel caves down, you can't go anywhere. So it forces us to have that proper foot strike while we are running. So we're gonna show you how that drill should look full speed. Now, fellas, before we get into this example, full speed, if you are a quarterback or wide receiver and would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we're gonna be traveling out to 8 more cities across the entire country for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So guys, if you'd like to sign up, go to that very first link in the description below. We're gonna be coming out next to Chicago, Illinois. Then we'll be heading out to Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing off our camp tour in Los Angeles, California. So guys, want some more information, want to learn how you can sign up, go to that very first link in the description below. We only have about 5 to 6 spots remaining in each one of these camps. All of our camps sell out months and months ahead of time, simply because we limit spots, because we want each athlete to get individualized coaching and individualized attention. So guys, want some more information, very first link in that description below. We'd love to have you there. Now, the next mistake, fellas, that athletes will make when it comes down to their speed is with their arm swing. So I think a lot of times athletes don't know how to properly drive their upper half in tune with their lower body. So I think a lot of athletes, when they run, their arms will swing across their frame. So just think about it from a common sense perspective. The shortest distance or the fastest distance between 2 objects is straight across, right? So if your arms are going across, your body is essentially turning left to right, and you're not going in a straight line. So it would make sense that that's not going to help you with speed. Now, another mistake that athletes will make is when they're running, their arms will flatten out. So they will break at their elbows. So the issue is they're being more of an elbow runner rather than a shoulder runner. You guys want to stay at a 90-degree angle, go right past your pockets, stay at this sharp 90, and then go right back up to your face. This is the perfect running mechanics as far as an upper body standpoint goes. So this drill kind of forces you to have to be in that perfect position, or else you won't be able to accomplish this drill and what we're trying to do. So you want to do, guys, probably about 4 sets of 30 seconds, or not, 30 seconds is a little high, 4 sets of about 15 seconds of this drill. So this is going to be our seated arm swing drill. So all you are literally going to do is just sit down. You're going to make sure that you flex your quads the best you can. Your arms are going to be here at a 90-degree angle, and all you're going to do is you're just going to start out nice and slow, perfect, and then for 15 seconds you are going to go as fast as you possibly can. And if you're doing this drill correct, if you're going across your frame, you won't bounce up and down. You want your butt to bounce up and down on this drill. Now, if you're here and your arms flatten out, you're not going to go anywhere. So you want to go right past your pockets, right up to your face, and your butt will start to bounce from side to side. And that's how you know that you're doing this drill correctly. So I'm going to show you how this should look full speed. If you flatten out your arms or go across, this drill, you won't be able to do the drill, guys. And that's how we know that we don't have proper arm swings. This is a very easy drill you can do to fix your bad running form habits. Now, the next mistake that athletes will make when they run is that when they drive their knee, and we mentioned this earlier in the video, is that when they're actually running, their toe will be almost pointed down, their knee will be pointed towards the bottom of the ground, and they have this kind of like running stride where their legs almost trail behind them. Obviously, the spot that we want to get to as far as foot strike goes, like we mentioned earlier in this video, is we want to strike the ground on the ball of my foot, and we want to push and snatch the opposite knee up. But we never want to break this 90-degree angle. We want my knee pointed forward. We want my ankle flexed. They call that dorsiflexion. We don't want my toe pointed down because then I'm gonna have these long strides that trail behind me. So this drill that we're gonna be going over is called switches, more specifically triple switches. So this also works on us staying on the ball of my foot as an athlete, but it works on having that proper knee drive and hard or sharp 90-degree angle. So all we're essentially gonna do is we're just gonna switch my feet 3 times. So you need a 10-yard space of this, and we're gonna be doing 5 sets of 10 yards, and we'll show you how this should go full speed. So you're gonna start out, left leg is going to be up, perfect 90, and all you're gonna do is just switch your feet from that perfect 90 3 times. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna end up at the opposite knee or the opposite leg up in that 90-degree from our start point. Then you're gonna go again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna work that through that 10-yard space. The entire time, you guys, we are focused on getting my knee up to this 90-degree angle, keeping my ankle flexed, not having my toes pointed down, and staying on the ball of my foot, because as we mentioned earlier in this video, that is the most explosive and fastest part of my foot. So we're gonna show you how this switches drill should look full speed, one of the best drills that you guys can do to work on that 90-degree knee drive.